Coming up, woman killed overnight where D.C. police say they found the victim who was gunned down hours after rushing to another shooting across the Anacostia River.
All right, we had a good day today, and we're looking to see much improved weather tomorrow. Or will we get that? We'll talk about it coming up.
Promising news. The 6-year-old who nearly drowned during summer camp has been released from the hospital. How Adonis Jackson is responding to loved ones and his likely road to recovery. D.C. in color. The fresh faces appearing all over the nation's capital. Why neighborhood murals are getting a touch-up. And school savings. We've got how to keep cash in your wallet while checking off your classroom to-do list. That's why we're stretching your dollar.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good Sunday evening. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 6 o'clock. I'm Ben Dennis. Right to your top story. A woman was killed and a man was hurt overnight in 2 shootings across the district. Police first responded to R Street in Southeast, east of the Anacostia River near 27th Street. That's where the man who was shot found just after 2 a.m. Then police say they responded to K Street near Southeast Boulevard on the west side of the river around 5:30 this morning. That's where the woman who was shot died. Police have not shared her name, but they said they were looking for 3 people in a silver sedan as they look for suspects. Montgomery County police said that a vehicle was hit by a bullet early this morning. Said it happened in Wheaton. They responded to University Boulevard West and Georgia Avenue around 3:15. The car was found damaged and no one was reportedly hurt. We've got a promising update now on the 6-year-old boy who nearly drowned in a college campus swimming pool during summer camp in D.C. He has been released from the hospital. Some of these photos could be distressing, as a heads up. The family attorney for Adonis Jackson says he is now home, and after spending 2 weeks in intensive care at Children's National Hospital, he was pulled from the bottom of the pool at UDC, the University of District of Columbia. Police say no lifeguards were on duty at the time. Family attorney says Adonis is on the slow road to recovery. His speech is improving and he faces future physical therapy. Adonis's family, meantime, continues to thank everybody who's reached out, shared their prayers and words of support. The UDC athletics director and aquatics manager, as well as lifeguards supposed to be on duty at the time, are still on administrative leave. All right, meteorologist Scott Sumner, he's been putting in some extra work today with Saturday morning, Saturday evening, Sunday morning, Sunday evening forecast. So, Scott, kudos to you. I know you're breaking a sweat, and we'll be breaking a sweat through this week as well.
The only way to keep me alive is the coffee. Cups of coffee every few hours. All right, yeah, absolutely. Hey, you know what? It was a dry day today. It was also a warm day today. Look at this, 91 degrees, plenty of sunshine outside our weather window, and it's humid too, so it's really not the best day to be outside for any length of time. Now we'll see that 91 trickle down throughout the overnight, through the 80s, getting into the middle 70s around 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and then we quickly turn the corner and we start to see those temperatures rise right up through the mid and late morning period, getting up and towards the middle 80s. So that's what we can expect for tomorrow, and with that type of temperature, 85, 86 around 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, you know it's going to be another hot afternoon for you. Lows tonight, as I said, not just bottoming out here into the middle 70s for the D.C. region, but we're seeing plenty of 70s across the region from Fauquier County, Prince William County, Loudoun, Fairfax, so down towards Stafford County. A little further west than that, out towards the Shenandoah Valley, Cumberland Valley, and Allegheny Front region. Temperatures overnight will drop down into the upper 60s. We'll talk about tomorrow's temperatures, what to expect for tomorrow, because we had a dry day today. Will we continue that trend going into Monday, or will we see a return of some storms in our backyard? Ben?
All right, Scott, we'll see you in just a bit. Several public spaces are being transformed in the district, including outside of one of the city's most famous restaurants. DC News Now's Dave Laval joins us live in Northwest. Dave, the mural outside of Ben's Chili Bowl is just one of many getting a touch-up and some new art. So what's behind this citywide effort?
I'll tell you what, Ben, right now you can still see Barack and Michelle Obama on this mural. And it's also pretty easy to see what's new on the wall outside Ben's Chili Bowl. You have Ms. Virginia Ali, the matriarch of Ben's Chili Bowl, plus legendary singer Pearl Bailey. But the figures that stand out most among the newest additions to the mural, the Washington Mystics. Not too surprising since they're the ones responsible for the latest mural. It's all part of the mayor's DC 250th mural project launched last month. A new mural is going up in each of the district's 8 wards as part of the nation's 250th birthday. And people told us they like what they see at Ben's Chili Bowl.
I think that's a wonderful way to introduce people to the history. You kind of combine history with the love of art and expression.
Some of the other locations of the new murals include Blagden Alley in Ward 2 and the Southeast Tennis Learning Center in Ward 8. All of these pieces of work are part of the Murals DC program launched in 2007 by the DC Department of Public Works to help prevent graffiti. We're live along the U Street corridor in Northwest. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
A lot of color, a lot of change. Thanks, Dave. On the move. If you are taking Metro's yellow or green line today, expect some delays. Metro says that's because of a track issue outside of the College Park station. Therefore, green line trains will run every 12 minutes on one track between Hyattsville Crossing and College Park. Yellow line trains will operate between Huntington and Mount Vernon Square. No word on when service will be restored back to normal. Metro leaders, meantime, say crime is at a record low across the entire transit system. And the drop reportedly comes as ridership numbers are on the rise. Randy Bass takes a look at what the new data is telling us from the L'Enfant Plaza station at Southwest.
Metro leaders say crime is at a record low across the system. They tell me a big part of that is making sure people pay their fare. Metro says serious and violent crime is down 61% from fiscal year 2023. And Ramada General Manager and CEO Randy Clark says the crackdown on fare evasion is helping to keep crime low.
Fare enforcement allows us to ensure that people that are riding the system are treating our community system with respect, following the riding rules, and if they have outstanding warrants or weapons, then we're going to prevent that from being on the system.
Metro says it gave out only 7 bus fare evasion citations in fiscal year 23, compared with 9,600 bus fare evasion citations in fiscal year 2026 that just ended in June. More than a 1,300% increase, helping the system recoup about $200,000 a week in skipped fares. Clark says Metro Transit Police have upped their presence on Metro Bus and that special police officers and the National Guard have been more visible at rail stations, especially at entry and exit points.
Special police has been a really big amplifier of eyes and ears on the system, and clearly having the National Guard on the system is more eyes and ears of the system. So we don't get into the politics of all that kind of stuff. What we look at is, we are really happy with the uniform presence that we have out on the system.
Riders we talked to today tell us they're feeling the impact of that drop in crime.
And I rarely, if ever, felt unsafe on a metro.
Safety is probably okay, not super great, but I think it's fine.
One thing Metro leaders emphasized today, if you see something, say something, don't take action yourself. Make sure to call Metro Transit Police if you see something suspicious. In Southwest, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
All right, thanks to Randy. Getting around Northern Virginia will soon be easier for some of us. 5 new Capital Bike Share stations are set to open in Vienna this month. This comes after even more open recently. Our partners at FFX Now report one station will be between the W and OD Trail and Navy Federal Credit Union. A second near the Vienna Community Center, plus stations at the intersection of Maple Valley and Nutley Street, and near the intersection of Patrick and Park Streets. Capital Bike Share has been expanding across the Fairfax area. In May, 27 new stations were installed across the county. Back to Metro, they are launching a new special Metro card ahead of the first of its kind IndyCar race in the district known as the Grand Prix. Metro says they'll be available to buy at specifically marked vending machines at the Gallery Place, Metro Center, Smithsonian, and Union Station Metro stations. The card will be available starting on the 20th, the race weekend, August 22nd and 23rd. It's going to be a loud one. A summertime family favorite in Northern Virginia is coming back for its 50th year. Half a century. The Arlington County Fair starts this month. You'll find old favorites like the Fun Slide, a double Ferris wheel, and Super Shot Drop Tower at the Thomas Jefferson Community Center. But there are also new additions, including a silent disco. You might have heard about that. That's where you can dance while wearing headphones in a large group setting. A ninja obstacle course too, and a game area. The Arlington County Fair starts Wednesday the 12th through the 16th. You can get in for free, but you'll have to purchase a ticket for the rides. Coming up, the start of the fall semester. It's right around the corner. College students are preparing to head back to campus. We're finding ways to stretch your dollar to save on move-in day. You're watching DC News Now at 6 o'clock. It is a humid, hot one out there for your Sunday, the 9th of August. How humid is it going to be throughout the week, and when the relief is going to be on our doorstep? Scott Sumner has the answers coming up.